अरे प्राइवेट वीडियो है क्या? इसने प्राइवेट करके रखा आई थिंक, इसलिए प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था। नहीं आई थिंक
डायरेक्टली जाते हैं देन लाइव।
वही कर रहा हूँ ना।
दूसरा लिंक चालू करना है क्या? आई थिंक वी आर लाइव।
वी आर।
या वी आर लाइव। हे गाइस।
हाय एवरीवन।
हाय एवरीवन।
Please put something on the chat so that we know you all are listening to us.
आई विल जस्ट शेयर दिस लिंक। So how is the general feeling, guys? Exam has results has come out. Can you have video on CFA level one exam prep? Yeah, I think we can do that. But for this chat, we will stick to CET results and what you should do post that. What is the general feeling? What are the questions? And there must be a lot of questions for a lot of people as to what to do next, basis your score. There have been lots of DMs to us by a lot of students. So just ask away whatever doubts you have, whatever scores you have. You need any kind of guidance, we are here.
Correct.
Hello Priyanshu, hello Ansari, Ryan, hello Adesh.
So we are coming live after a very long time, so it feels good again interacting with you all. Um, we'll shortly start talking about what you can do next after since the results of CET 2024 are out, and how can you start preparation for other exams for next CET, our course, and if we miss something, you can again shoot your questions in the chat. We'll take it up and we'll try to answer that.
Yeah, 98.76 OMS. Should I apply for JBIMS MHRD? Okay, so Priyanshu, you also MHRD doesn't give out cutoffs as such, but you can definitely reach out to MHRD students on LinkedIn, or there is no cutoff as such for MHRD and MSc Finance because they have interview rounds, right? So even if you have low score, it completely depends upon how good an interview you give and how good answer or how well prepared you are with the current affairs and why do you want to join MHRD. If that is sorted, then you don't need to worry about your scores much. But yeah, I've seen people with even lesser around similar percentile to convert MHRD. So yeah, you still have chance.
Correct. That's how it is for MSc Finance as well. Guys, these guys don't release the percentile. And a lot of students actually get calls for MSc Finance. So it's purely on how good you are with your PI and your GDs. And of course, there's writing ability test as well. So percentile doesn't really matter if you're able to justify ki by Q. They might shoot some questions like, why is it so low? Didn't you prepare nicely? What's wrong? What were you doing? So you have to tackle all these questions and you should know each and everything that you're putting on your CV. One word also, they can grill you on the just that one word. So you have to be very good with that.
Yeah. We also have a lot of students in MSc Finance and MHRD. From our last years, we have some GDPA preparation courses also, which we do to help them. There's a question 99.34, is JBMS MSc Finance possible in general category? Yeah, Kedar, it is possible 100%. Also, it depends upon your interviews as well. So I think you should definitely apply for MSc Finance if you want to do finance
Yeah,
particularly.
that's very important. If you have no interest in finance, please don't opt for MSc Finance because फिर 2 साल तुम्हारे लग जाएंगे. If you have zero
हाँ,
interest, it's just purely finance. So just don't go there for the namesake कि JBIMS में you'll be called a graduate of JBIMS. No, it doesn't work that way. Initially, you'll be happy, but down the line, once you just get into that industry and you don't have any interest, you'll fail miserably. I'm just telling you. That has
yeah.
happened to a lot of people. Please choose your interest over colleges.
Also, if you apply for MSc Finance, be very, very prepared about why do you want to do finance, because the interviews are taken by the professors themselves.
Hmm.
वो लोग खुद ही आपको काफी ग्रिल करेंगे, पूछेंगे कि क्यों आपको एमएमएस नहीं मिला तो आप आ रहे हो क्या, या व्हाई डू यू वांट टू डू फाइनेंस. सो that's also linked to it. So be sure, why do you want to apply, and obviously if it is the best option which you have at your hand right now, considering your age or considering your score, and you want to do a master's course, then definitely go for it. And you can obviously prepare for YMSA finance as well. That won't be an issue.
Right.
uh, Please make a video on MBA CET preparation for 2025. Yeah, we are making one and we have launched our course as well. So you can definitely, check out our website. We are making a video that will be there, but this video will stick to the results and what to do next.
Correct. There would be a proper launch video. But at the same time, you can have a look at our website. You might find all the information over there. It's just that there are certain things which you want to include in the video, which is like there's a delay, else it would have been released immediately.
Okay, so let's go one by one. Vidhan, I'll just speak out the questions we can answer. So what should be the perfect score in CMAT for JBIMS? Okay, so Vidhan, you want to take this?
In CMAT, it has to be around 99.98
Seven,
or
9,
97
at
from
least.
what I've seen. It
Yeah,
has to be that or more than that. उस पे भी बहुत मुश्किल से मिलता है. So you have to just aim for 99.99. You
yeah.
have to be in top 4 5 people if I'm not wrong, Shreekanth. Probably.
99.98 तक I think it would go around 10, 9.7 तक it would go around 13, 15 तक भी. But not everybody takes admission in JBIMS.
Correct.
Some are professors who are giving the exams, etc. So yeah, around 5, 10 people max would come from CMAT. 5 to 6.
But don't rely on CMAT.
Yeah,
Please give CET as well because there are higher chances through CET. बाकी सब एग्जाम्स है टॉप एक दो so why do you want to take so much stress?
yeah. If someone has engineering CGPA less than 60%, will it be eligible for CET and JBIMS?
अरे सामने इंस्पिरेशन है गाइस इंस्पिरेशन श्रीकांत मेरेगू.
So I have less than 60% in engineering. I've done my MBA from JBIMS. So yeah, definitely you are eligible. Okay, so Adesh asked 98.5 OBC. Should I apply for MSc Finance? Yeah, yeah, definitely Adesh.
If interest
Anyone
in
who scored
finance.
more than 98, you should definitely apply for all the courses, JBIMS का, MHRD, if you're interested, or MSc Finance तो करना ही चाहिए. Any good colleges according to you apart from JB Simsri, percentile 96? So, Sumit, it depends completely. So, if you consider the colleges as good, you have to divide into 2, 3 buckets. It's tier one college, tier two college, tier three college, as industry norms are. So, tier one, the XLR, FMS, JBIMS, etc. SPJN. After that, tier two would be specifically. Then there is SIES, there is Pumba College, Chetna College, MET College. You can try for those colleges. But yeah, if you search on Google, I think you will find a list. So good college according to me after Simsri would be KJ Somaya, Wellinger, similar level, SIS Pumba, similar level, Chetna, MET also, Indira as well.
Yeah, so there was this one question that my professor had asked me. So after I given CET, my first attempt, I'd scored 99.886 percentiles, so for which I wasn't getting JBIMS. So I asked the professor, who was a very senior one, that should I take SimC or should I go for JBIMS? He told me, Vidhan, that's a call that you have to take. तेरे को 15 लाख चाहिए कि तेरे को 25 लाख चाहिए? 15 लाख तेरे को अभी 2 साल के बाद चाहिए या फिर 25 लाख तू 1 साल वेट करे? उसमें भी श्योर नहीं है. But if you're willing to put so much efforts and if you see yourself getting into JBIMS, then it's your call. So that's something that you have to ask. If you're willing to wait for another year, do you have that much dedication? Would you be able to study for hours every day? क्या तुम frustrate नहीं होगे? Are you, uh, is MBA the top college your final aim? Or just doing an MBA is your aim and then later you just want to explore something else, maybe just naam ke liye. So that's all these questions you have to ask yourself. You all can't ask us कि सिम्सटी जाना चाहिए या JB जाना चाहिए. So yeah,
Yeah.
these are the questions you have to ask.
But we can give you some information which will help you decide. Like for example, JBIMS क्यों जाते हैं लोग and सिमसरी क्यों like क्या
Hmm.
होता है उसके जाने के बाद में what is the outcome? So why there is a parity, why there is a difference, and how much time will it take for me to cover that gap? So to give you a small pointer uh, for you to make the decision easier. If you go to a tier one college, the salaries are in the range of 20 lakhs to 30 lakhs, and even more than that. If you go to a tier two college, salaries are in the range of 10 to 15 or slightly lesser around that range. And ये तो सिर्फ सैलरी का पार्ट हुआ जो सब लोग बोलते हैं. But apart from salary part, one more important pointer is the role which you get in the company. So if a person is from a tier one college, he will get a manager level role or an associate level role. And the person who is doing his MBA from a tier 2 college will get an analyst level role. So analyst और associate के बीच में roughly there is one more gap also, एक और level होता है. So around 4 years लगता है एक analyst को associate बनने के लिए, right? That is a 4 years gap and that is also the salary gap. And उतना ही आपको directly मिलेगा if you are from a tier 1 college, any college, JBIMS, SPJ, top 10 IIMs, etc. So that is the difference. So if you want to decide कि कितना years पीछे रह जाऊंगा या आगे जाना है या what is the ultimate outcome, इससे मुझे क्या मिलेगा, रोल कितना better होगा, then you can compare this with your preparations. For example, if I am getting SIMSRI this year, I would definitely wait one more year and prepare for JB because मैं at least दो 4 साल बेटर वाला रोल मिल जाएगा मुझे, एनालिस्ट की जगह पे एसोसिएट रोल मिल जाएगा एंड सैलरी भी ऑब्वियसली डबल रहेगा. सो दैट इज वन काइंड ऑफ thought process which I utilized, and even Vidhan, we both scored around 99.83. I scored 99.83, he scored 99.86 in the first attempt, and in the second attempt we converted JB. So if that is the case with you, then this is what you should think about and then you can take a better decision. Best college for supply chain and operation management through CET. Best college is only one, that is JBIMS. So operations may we have Moradian sir who has around 50 years of teaching experience, which is like too good, and he is considered the god of operations. So one of the best operations faculty, one of the best operations batches in JB itself. It's a very small batch and really good placements as well.
Correct. He's known as the god of operations. And so operations के लिए तो JBIMS it is.
Yeah. Ram is asking, I have a gap of 4 years. This was my fifth attempt. How to justify gap in JB? So firstly, Ram, I'm assuming you have converted JB. If you have converted, then that's great. There is no need to justify your gap as such. There are students in JB as well who have like 2 years of gap, 3 years of gap, 4 years of gap. And it is not only JBMS, in every MBA college, and even the professors know it. And it's been happening since last 10-20 years. 10 साल पहले भी किसी का 4 year का गैप था जब वो IIM अहमदाबाद या JBMS गया था. It's just that you have to understand how will you make the interviewer or make the person ultimately, if it is admission or if it is job profile के आपके work experience के लिए जो भी है, you just have to justify कि आपने वो years कैसे spend किया. You can obviously say कि आपने preparation किया, कुछ और भी किया. If you see, एक एग्जांपल याद आ रहा है, दिव्या बियानी who was a 2018 I think topper, she had around 4 years of gap after her law. She did her master's in law. She prepared for UPSC for 2 years, and then she cracked JBIMS with first rank. But still, she got into McKinsey, which is the most prestigious role offered in any B school. So she also did not have any work experience for 4 years after her college, but still she converted. So similar, so can you do it, right? So and obviously these are the things which when you enter into JB, the seniors and the professors and in any college, if you go into any college, they will help you out to decide how to tackle these questions. So rest assured about that and don't have to, stay very concerned about the gap. And this is very important for all of the students listening. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को एंजाइटी होता है कि प्रिपरेशन कर रहा था साल भर बैठ के तो गैप आ गया करियर में लाइफ में गैप आ गया अभी कैसे मैं जस्टिफाई करूंगा ऐसा नहीं है इफ यू जस्ट टॉक टू लाइक 10-20 एस्पिरेंट्स उसमें आपको कम से कम 10-15 इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग विधान गैप तो रहता ही है
Of
कुछ
course.
लोग जॉब कर रहे होंगे कुछ लोग इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी कि हर कोई जॉब कर रहा है सो डोंट वरी अबाउट गैप टू मच बिकॉज उससे कुछ फायदा नहीं होने वाला है just maybe you can do some courses some internships which will definitely help you to gain some skills and then you can justify it that way. Do TTP have course for GDPI MSc Finance? We have not launched it yet. We are thinking over it. We need support from MSc Finance students for that. So we'll see if we can get anyone on board. And if they are willing and they're interested, we definitely do that for you guys.
Also, we would also want to gauge how many students are actually interested in this course. So if you can reach out to us through any of the social media platform or on the TTP number as well, which is there in the description, then we'd be able to gauge that how many students are there, and then it makes sense to, call different students from these current batches of JBMS, gathering students of JBMS and provide you with a course.
Yeah.
Else, if it's just a few students, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So Onkar, hi Onkar. I have talked with Onkar earlier. He's mentioned that he asked me about CET. I said don't go, got 99.58. Yeah, definitely. See, so every student's case is different. Since Onkar, you have mentioned, so for example, we'll take one ex-student who has done his MBA already from a tier 2 college, right? And he's working now. And if he has up to 4 years to reach to the person who is already out of JB, but if you get SIMSRI now, you're still in tier 2 college, right? If you would have got JB, then definitely you should have gone because if you work with the salary which you have right now after doing it from a tier 2 college, it makes sense to go to tier 1 college rather than going to another tier 2 college. You'll get maybe slight increase in your salary and also there'll be 2 years of gap in your career, right? So that's the reason why I suggested you should go for SIMSRI. But if a student is a fresher, he just out of his BCom or MBA or engineering, sorry, final year, and he got SIMSRI 99.58, he would definitely should go for for CET another year because he doesn't have a lot of experience or already doesn't have a job of around 6 lakhs or something like that, right? So it makes sense age wise also. So I wouldn't suggest someone who has already done his MBA from tier 2 college to go to a tier 2 college again. That doesn't make sense. If you go to tier 1, then definitely you should. And even also I've mentioned, if you try to crack JB next year, you still have a good chance to go to JB also. So you can keep that in mind as well.
So he's asking then, can I
Yeah,
go to MSc Finance? So if you
yeah,
have interest in MSc Finance, of course you can apply
100%.
for it.
In fact, the salaries and the roles for MSc Finance are pretty much similar to what M.M.S Finance get. Not on a entire level, but yeah, on maximum levels, if you see the top students will definitely somehow get a role similar to what M.M.S Finance roles are. So definitely go for MSc Finance. That would be a very good because it will give you a similar level of package of what tier 1 college MBA package would be. So yeah, 100% go for that.
Parth is asking 99.51 mein does filling cap rounds make sense for JB? So if you belong to the open category, it doesn't make sense. You're not getting JBMS with 99.51.
Yeah, last year's cutoff was 99.88, by the way. If you have somewhere around that, maybe plus minus 0.2, 0.3, definitely apply. But obviously, Parth, if you're considering only JB, then you shouldn't apply. But if you are open to joining Simsri, which is again a very good college, you should definitely apply for CAP. Or at
Um,
least you'll come to know ki what college you got. Right? Me and Vidhan also applied for JB when we got 99.8, 86 and 83. And we got Simsri in the result list as well. I also filled the CAP form, but I didn't go. So there's no harm in filling the CAP form, honestly, and everybody should fill it.
and there's an appreciation comment for you, Shreekanth, by Sonia.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I will be taking admission this year. Even I enjoy conversing with a lot of students, guiding them. So if you have any question, shoot. If you ask me a question, I will give you a very elaborate and meaningful answer with a lot of insights for you to also think about, and will give you a lot of information also for you to make a better decision. So yeah, thanks a lot, Sonia.
Ram is asking, fresher gets 20 LPA package from JBIMS. So the stats that you see online, the average package of JBIMS, so that's significantly higher, definitely more than 20, 25. And so उसमें ऐसा कुछ नहीं that a fresher doesn't get so much, fresher gets lesser.
Freshers get 34 LP also in JB
Correct.
for a fact.
And we've seen that. So you don't stick to that. ये क्या, there's some widespread cheating going on. इस पे दिमाग लगा के मतलब नहीं, because it's not in your hand. So please you ignore that and focus on studying. How to figure out if MSc Finance is good fit for you? If you're interested in finance, it's definitely a good fit because the packages, as Shreekanth said, is at par with the M.M.S students. So definitely try for it if you're interested in finance.
Also, you can check out the syllabus in the JBMS website for MSc Finance. Go through the syllabus, interesting लग रहा है,
Correct.
थोड़ा research कर लो, then you'll get your answer.
Yes, Priyanshu, for MSc Finance and MHRD, the interviews are conducted in Mumbai itself. Yash, please reach out through social media if you're interested in MSc Finance course. 96.9 percentile, what can be the best option? So I don't think you're getting Sims 3 as well. You're getting Wellinger be tough, Shrikant.
Yeah, we should apply for CAT and see what happens. Not sure, but want to maybe go and check out the cutoffs. Online आपको मिल जाएगा.
99.3 percentile में chances for MMS.
This is difficult, as I mentioned. 99.88 was M.M.S का open category cutoff for last year. 99.88.
Do aspirants having 99.99 in CAT and ZAT come to JBIMS through All India seat? So it depends on a lot of things. For example, people think that since JBIMS is in Mumbai, there are a lot of industrialists who come to JBIMS, which is true for guest lectures, for motivating the students. And secondly, there are a lot of companies also, the HR, which come to JBIMS just because it's in the heart of Mumbai and it's closer to them. So there are certain advantages if you come to JBIMS. So yeah, there are some candidates who prefer Mumbai, who want the life of Mumbai, industrialists, companies. So which is why they do come to JBIMS.
Yeah. So I see. So pretty much all the questions are at this score. Will I get? Is it possible? So to answer all of those questions, see, uh, last year ka cutoff, you can check. You will get the answer over there. But apart from that, don't फिर पहले डिसाइड कर लो कि एग्जैक्टली exactly क्या करना है सो आई एम गोइंग टू एड्रेस एवरीवन इन द चैट करंटली ऑल ऑफ द पीपल सो व्हाट यू नीड टू डू एग्जैक्टली आफ्टर द रिजल्ट्स आर आउट राइट फर्स्ट थिंग इज आपका गोल क्या था जब आप प्रिपरेशन आपने स्टार्ट किया ओके यू वांटेड एक्स कॉलेज लेट्स से द टॉप कॉलेज बट आपको वो मिला नहीं व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन डू यू हैव टाइम अवेलेबल इन योर हैंड टू गो फॉर दैट फॉर अ सेकेंड ईयर एक और बार प्रिपेयर कर सकते हो क्या रिपीट कर सकते हो क्या और अगर रिपीट कर रहे हो तो 101% सारे अदर एग्जाम्स के लिए भी रिपीट करना सिर्फ एक ही कॉलेज के ऊपर अपने होप्स मत रखो देर आर अदर एग्जाम्स एज वेल वो आप दे सकते हो दैट इज वन कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन सेकेंड कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन अगर आपको MBA करना ही है इसी साल एंड यू हैव टू गेट द बेस्ट, इट्स वेरी सिंपल। आपको जो स्कोर आया है वो आप अप्लाई करोगे, उससे जो टॉप कॉलेज आप फिल करोगे, एज वी मेंशन द लिस्ट ऑफ द कॉलेजेस अर्लियर, JB, सिमसरी, KJ, वेलिंकर, SIS, पुम्बा, चेतना, उस लिस्ट के हिसाब से आपको जो कॉलेज मिलेगा दैट वुड बी योर बेस्ट ऑप्शन। ऑल्सो नो कि वो कॉलेज में कितना परसेंट प्लेसमेंट होता है, कितना सैलरी मिलता है, क्या आप एक साल रुक के एक और बार प्रिपेयर करोगे कि आपको बेटर रोल और बेटर पैकेज मिल सकता है। इफ यस देन गो फॉर इट, इफ नॉट देन जॉइन द कॉलेज दिस ईयर इट्सेल्फ। इट्स वेरी सिंपल, डोंट नीड टू कंफ्यूज। एंड इसमें सबसे ज्यादा एंग्जाइटी क्रिएटिंग इशू इज द गैप, कि मैं एक और साल प्रिपेयर करूंगा तो मेरे पास गैप आ जाएगा, तो मैं कैसे कन्वर्ट करूंगा, या
हम्म।
मैं जॉब करते करते प्रिपेयर करूँ या नहीं। दैट इज वेरी वेरी सब्जेक्टिव। Every year in JBIMS, since I have been part of top percentile, I've been teaching since 6 years. There are all kinds of students जो जॉब करते पढ़ते हैं एंड जो फ्रेशर्स होते हैं। तो और दे आर ऑलमोस्ट इक्वली डिवाइड, लाइक 30-30% तो रहेंगे ही सारे पीपल जो आते हैं जीबी में। सो आपका कोई पर्टिकुलर केस लेके आप ऐसा स्ट्रेस्ड आउट मत हो कि गैप होने की वजह से प्रॉब्लम होगा या नहीं होगा। जस्ट फोकस कि आपके पास करंटली क्या है हाथ में, जॉब है या कॉलेज है, और अगर नेक्स्ट ईयर क्रैक करोगे तो क्या जॉब और क्या कॉलेज होगा, एंड कंपेयर इट। एक साल लेट होने से डजंट मेक अ डिफरेंस। देयर इज नो एज लिमिट टू डू, या ऐसा कोई एलिजिबिलिटी नहीं है कि आपको 22 ईयर्स में ही MBA खत्म कर लेना चाहिए या 22 ईयर्स में ही MBA स्टार्ट कर लेना चाहिए, ऐसा कोई लिमिट नहीं है। पीपल व्हेन दे टर्न 30 ऑल्सो और 28 ऑल्सो गो फॉर एन MBA एंड गेट अ वेरी गुड सैलरी एंड गेट अ वेरी गुड रोल आफ्टर JB और आफ्टर Tier 1 कॉलेज। इवन इन IIM ABC सारे 20-22 साल के तो नहीं है, देर आर पीपल हु आर 32 ऑल्सो, right? So ultimately, this is what we wanted to convey. Don't get really stressed out about the results. Just focus as an ending note. Since they've taken all the questions, I just mentioning Vidhan, you can also add to it. As an ending note, I'm just trying to say that ki don't focus more on क्या करना है विद दिस रिजल्ट, रादर फोकस ऑन कि आपका अल्टीमेट गोल क्या था इस प्रिपरेशन जर्नी में। आप ज्वाइन किए MBA के लिए, आपने प्रिपेयर किया, कौन सा कॉलेज आपको चाहिए था, उस कॉलेज से आपको क्या रिटर्न मिल रहा है। सो ओनली 3 थिंग्स आई मेंशन जो आपको MBA कॉलेज से मिलता है। One is the status quotient. If you do it from a very good college, people will recognize you, people will have a good reputation, feeling towards you. Second is you're monetarily or financially stable, you get a really good package, so that is sorted. Third is the networking. जितना अच्छा कॉलेज उतना अच्छा नेटवर्क, इवन नेटवर्किंग हेल्प्स अस। सो सिंस वी हैव ग्रेजुएटेड आउट ऑफ JBIMS इन 2022, 2 साल बाद वी हैव सीन अ लॉट ऑफ फोक्स हु फ्रॉम आवर बैच, जिनको हमारे JBA सीनियर्स ने दूसरे दूसरे उनके कंपनी में रेफरल में हेल्प किया हो, या फिर वो लोग ने कोलैबोरेट करके कुछ अच्छा किया है, स्टार्टअप में इंटरेस्ट है तो उसमें हेल्प किया है। देयर इज अ कम्युनिटी विच हेल्प्स अस अ लॉट। सो ये 3 चीज आपको कौन से कॉलेज में बेस्ट मिल रहा है वो आपको नोटिस करना है बस। एंड ये तीनों चीज Tier 1 कॉलेज में आपको बेस्ट मिलेगा, Tier 2 कॉलेज में भी आपको मिलेगा, ऐसा नहीं है कि वहां नहीं मिलेगा। सो जस्ट मेक योर पीस विद इट कि विच इज सुटेबल फॉर यू, एंड देन बेसिस योर एस्पिरेशंस डिसाइड ऑन व्हाट यू वांट टू डू नेक्स्ट।
Shreekanth is absolutely right. He's covered most of the points. It's ultimately your end goal. Short-term gains पे मत जाओ, because I've seen a lot of people who get uh, out of their route to actually what they want to achieve by just going behind the herd. Uh, Whatever others are doing, they'll be just doing that because they think that's what it is. That's what is right for them as well. So focus on your ultimate goal. If your goal is that, of course, like you said, that you want to get into the best way, so work towards that. एक दो साल के break से doesn't make a difference. Work on it, work on yourself, and you'll
Doing
definitely
that because
all of us initially thought that it's impossible to achieve these ranks for JBIMS. I mean, 1.3, 1.4 logo, I would have never thought, lakhs logo, I would have never thought I'd get AIR 11. So, none of us ever think. So, don't just give up thinking that it's impossible for you to achieve something. Where if you're focused and if you're very much determined about your ultimate place where you want to be, just go for it and don't worry much about it. Yeah.
Yeah, for MBA. So stay true with your aspiration and just go for it.
Yeah, and please
And
hit
yeah,
the
that's
like
what.
button. Please hit the like button. Please
Yeah,
hit the subscribe button. It really motivates us when you all increase the likes and increases the subscribers. So please do that. It motivates us. And also, we'll be soon coming up with a launch video, the TTP courses. At the same time, you can even have a look at our website for more information. And you all can reach out to us through whatever is there in the description below. Thank you so much for being with us.
thank you guys.